certainly, ICAO's free parliamentary business does not seem guaranteed following these reactions. Thus, while the minority is definitely unhappy, the majority is super okay. The MPs are lawmakers and must be seen to be abiding by the laws they enact. Now, how justified is their current posturing? Vice President of Imani Africa, Kofi Bentel, has this to say.
I don't agree with the minority. I accept the Supreme Court's ruling, but I don't agree with it. I accept it because it is their proper place to determine these matters. I don't agree with it because they are saying if you become Deputy Speaker and assume extra powers, you should still keep your vote. So that I disagree with. The minority members are seeing the inherent problems that will be caused and the disadvantages that will be visited on them. And that is why they are resisting. And I'm taking pains to pass these issues and separate them. So what I'm saying is the problem is inherent in the effect of the ruling. So I can understand what the minority is saying. But I disagree with them if they say they are not going to accept. We need to keep our Supreme Court sacrosanct. Let us criticize them. Somebody might even go for a review and make good arguments. That is what civilized people do. But we cannot say that when the Supreme Court has ruled, we will say we will obey it and resort to anarchy. That is wrong. So I expect that somebody should go for a review. And whatever it is, whether the review works or it doesn't work, this is one other reason why we need to get down to this constitutional review issue and deal with it. Our constitution is almost 30 years old. It is breaking at the seams. It is showing its inadequacies. It is time for us to deal with those inadequacies and fashion a better constitution so that we don't end up crashing the Fourth Republic.
Let's get more views on this development, and lawyer Martin Begbu joins us live with more. Good morning, sir, and many thanks for your time.
Good morning. Morning.
Now, first, what do you make of the Supreme Court ruling?
Unfortunately, I don't have comments so far because I've not had the opportunity to read the full judgment. I know as lawyers, once I haven't read the full judgment, I have to be very circumspect. Let me hold judgment. Otherwise, I would say something that would turn out not to be justified upon reading the judgment.
Okay.
So let's just hold it. And then I'm sure tomorrow, I understand tomorrow the judgment will be ready, the full reasons.
All right. Now, judging from the minority's reactions, one can certainly not sit thinking, all will be well in Parliament after this ruling. No, these are lawmakers and they must be seen as respecters of the law they enact. So how can they be whipped in line to avert further chaos in Parliament?
Okay, so that's the very job that you are doing right now by asking us to offer opinions. And since the members of Parliament are representatives, I hope they listen to that. Just like the previous speaker just stated, we will beg the parliamentarians to accept the decision. And then, after even one of them stated, Honorable Muntaka, is a minority chief whip, he said they would also review it and see how they can go back to the Supreme Court. He said review. The word may not be review, but what he means is that he thinks they can also go to the Supreme Court to persuade the court to look at the case differently. Even if not this particular one, that is to say, starting a fresh action. There are different things. So far, even though you will hear some of the minority members condemning the court, but you will also hear some of them saying that they think the way forward is that they will also go to the Supreme Court to have the Supreme Court hear them. And that is what the rule of law requires of us. That's the least that we can do. So they should consult their lawyers and see what to do so that they can also go back to the court.
All right, so besides consulting their lawyers, what other options are available to them following this development?
Oh, so, no, beyond that, I think in the interim, they have to abide by the decision. And as I've stated, that's how we are discussing this publicly and exhorting them that within the principles of the rule of law, they should abide by the decision while they take steps to go and also get the court to rule in their favor in a different.
All right, thank you very much for your time. That is Martin Begbu, and he is a lawyer, and he's been giving us some of his views on the Supreme's verdict that a deputy speaker can be counted during the formation of a quorum for parliamentary decision making.